I am Ginger Hamrick. This is an example of my lesson for Dr. Tyler. I am doing a math lesson for kindergartners or first graders about basic adding and subtraction concepts. I would use candy for the kids, and I would talk about adding. So there's 1, right, 2, 3, and I'd pick a number. I wouldn't go over 5 because a lot of kids will still use their fingers for adding. There's 4 and 5. Then I would tell a story about how I had 5 pieces of candy and I got hungry and I ate one. And I'd get them to tell me how many pieces of candy. How many pieces of candy are left. But biggest thing is getting them to be able to add them and take them back. I would also get them to draw a picture on the paper while we're doing it, because the first couple times you don't want to give them candy because the candy would be the novelty. So they could draw candy for every time you add a piece, and then a lot of kids may not draw them in a line. I would try to prompt them to get them to write in a line, and then I would just get them to erase the piece as they get it, or not erase, but because they're probably using crayons, but X them out, and then get them to just keep recounting them until they get the concept of what the candy represents. I would take the pictures up at the end because everyone at the end should have the same amount, just how I have 4 pieces left there. I have 4 pieces of candy there. And then I would get them to discuss it, tell stories, other things that you could count. They always seem to like the sweets, like the cookies and the candies. With classes, you always want to check for allergies and making sure that all kids can have everything that's being offered. And then just move up to objects and start adding more or less. And that would be my lesson. We already discussed the game, but that would be, after they did the basic concept, I would have them do the game where you're adding, again, all the cards go up. None are larger than 5, but there's addition. You could add cards for subtraction, and you could also make them higher. All the numbers are 5 and lower on that as well. And you could begin doing foldables for the kids at this age, but I think that the concept is more important because a foldable is only going to have the adding, the addition, and subtraction, because you're not going to add other methods until later. And so that's my lesson. Thanks, Dr. Tyler.
Bye, Dr. Tyler.